We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear. Off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Just a yard to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Caught here by Conley. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Tua going to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 23.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right, and it's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
On first down, it's Fields.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On second down, Conley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields now to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Complete. Richardson has it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Tua now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an
I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 1st down, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 39, Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Point after try forthcoming. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll buy some time right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Santos with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
I got number 23. I got you, 23.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. The Conley's got it over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buying time to his left. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a give right side. Conley. And he'll go down at the 28.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jalen Reagor,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Being chased out left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass, and he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very look. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.